I do believe that AI may take over someday, but for now, I am the human, I'm the more creative one. I love Evernote, I use it every single day, multiple times a day, but I don't see it as my second brain. Like great technology, it enhances me. It's the best tool I have ever used to improve my memory and help me accomplish my work. Some of you may not know this, but when I started using Evernote back in 2008, it took me a while to figure out. I gave up 3 times. Yes, 3 times. And guess what? I was struggling with what, in my opinion, are Evernote's best features. So let's take a look at them. Evernote is simple. Notes live in notebooks, which can be organized in stacks. That's it. There's no way to create folders inside folders inside folders and so on. And this is good. Imagine I want to save all the content about a trip to Boston where I went to a conference about organization. Imagine I do this multiple times a day and in different cities. How would you organize this using folders? Maybe a conferences folder, inside it, years, and inside that maybe cities, countries, or maybe countries and years, or maybe the conference names. There are many ways to do it, but they all have the same problem. What if I have to find everything I have about all the conferences in the United States, or maybe all the conference in Europe, but in 2010? How would you do it using folders? I would create a notebook, let's call it conferences, and inside notes for each conference, or maybe notes for each day of each conference. It doesn't really matter if you use tags. You can use tags for the conference name, the year, speakers, city, country, whatever. And with all these tags, you'll be able to filter and group whatever you want in this notebook. And guess what? This is precisely how our memory works. We are constantly connecting information to remember. There are many videos here on the channel exploring the power of tags. You can watch all of them going to vladcampos.tv/tags. Now let's talk about another powerful feature of Evernote. Each Evernote note is automatically given the date and time of creation. And because of this, even if you don't use tags, another human brain feature will help you find your notes: the cache. There's a video here on the channel about chronology and cache. I encourage you to watch it. You'll find the link below. But the short version is we are more likely to need what we just used, and less likely to need and use what we are not using for a while. And because of the date in each note, Evernote can present information in a very clever way. For example, the Notes widget will show us the notes we recently used. In other words, the ones we are more likely to need right now. And if tags and chronology fails you, you can always use Stacy's preferred method.
Evernote is a type of search engine. It's just a search engine on your own stuff. And the truth is that search influences, number one, how I find things, which is really what you want. When you're asking me, how do I organize Evernote? You're asking me, how do I find what I'm looking for when I need it? And so the first tool that I rely on to do that most often is search.
And on top of all that, Evernote has one of the best implementations of tasks I've ever seen. Why, you ask? Well, because of the note-dependent nature of tasks. And again, this different approach is good. All the context we need is already there in the note. If you need help to understand how tasks work in Evernote and how to make the best use of it, go to vladcampos.tv tasks. There are many videos about this topic here on the channel. I see Evernote as a companion. Everything I need to be productive and creative is easy to find because Evernote and my brain, they speak the same language. I guess my point is, if you don't want to, there's no need to waste your time creating and nurturing a complex system to organize your life and get things done. Thanks for watching. See you soon.